agony.
I'm sorry.
And Monday.
Yeah.
I can't be. You got to put it in perspective. 2 years ago, we had 2 wins. Last year, we had 4 wins. And this season, Bengals fans got every conceivable minute of football they could ever want. I mean,
That's good.
Every game went right up and down until the last play. And
literally this game, we were like, this is definitely going into overtime.
Yeah,
of course it is.
It sucks that they lost, it does, but
yeah,
Bengals have a rich history of embarrassing themselves on primetime. They didn't do that all season. They did exceptionally well, and that's it. What else is there to say?
Yeah, they got the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That sucks. Still sucks.
Yeah.
But anyways. It is now the shortest amount of time Bengals could have ever had between now and next season. So
yeah, that's right.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
True. July is not that far away.
Nope. And if picks 1 through 4 are not offensive linemen, I think the whole city is going to riot.
Yeah, I would say the Bengals defense is incredible. Their offensive line is apparently non-existent.
Yeah,
are we unclear of the concept here?
In going into this season, everyone would have been like, the narrative would have been reversed. Like our defense was phenomenal through the playoffs. I mean, the offense lost that game. That is easily the narrative.
For sure.
So, anyways, season 2 of Call of Duty Warzone finally dropping today. I'm slightly excited about that.
Now, what's the setting for this one? There's a new island or whatever?
We're already on the island. This is the first kind of content update, if you will.
I see.
But more importantly than the content update, I think they better fix all the bugs because this season has gone bad. First off, here's the thing that's most annoying. Last map, I got 120 frames per second on Call of Duty Warzone. I think it's 30 frames on this new map, and they have no patch yet, and it's...
Now, Warzone is probably still based on that Modern Warfare engine, right? Yeah. See,
it won't be... They've already announced that the Warzone update coming this fall will move it to the new engine.
Yeah, so they're going to completely skip the whole Vanguard thing or whatever, or Black Ops at Cold War end. Because actually they made... if you play multiplayer, there are some improvements with regards to what I would call lag and latency and things like that. But
and maybe they're going to do it with this new generation of Call of Duty now that they're moving. I don't know why all 3 Call of Duties, I know they're made by different developers, aren't using the same engine.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's very jarring to go from Modern Warfare to Black Ops because it's a totally different engine, plays different.
And then go to Vanguard is completely, it's like going back in time. And not just because it's World War II. I mean... It's, like the graphics are not that great.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't just have, and that's what I'm hoping. They have one, because if they spent every year trying to update that engine for every game, maybe they'd have like a really phenomenal engine. I don't know. We'll see.
Are we at the point now where we don't need a new Call of Duty every year? And what they should be doing is what they're doing with Warzone, which is just providing content updates.
Yeah, the problem is $1 billion every fall. Now, maybe that changes under Microsoft. Who knows?
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of sales thing that happens every fall with the game. Like, that's kind of how it has to be because it works.
I just don't think, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any answers. It just seems, as a player, a little much.
I wonder if part of Microsoft's equation was like, look, if we can get all those people who buy that $1 billion transaction just into Game Pass.
I know. Right. And by the way, Game Pass aligns exactly with this model that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, like Game Pass, you come up way ahead on Game Pass.
Love it. I'll give you $15 a month, and just update this thing quarterly or something. Whatever, that's fine. That's a good point.
I wonder if
whatever the schedule is.
I wonder if that's what they would do, something like that. Not to screw over the people not in Game Pass, but you could imagine it's like, hey, it's $20 every quarter coming out to buy the Call of Duty content.
That's how you handle it. In other words, or you do the math on it. Like, it's $60 to buy the game, and then you figure we're going to update it for 2 years, let's say, whatever. Every quarter, X amount of dollars. Like, where does it start to make sense just to get Game Pass? I can't do that math in my head. I don't know, but it's the Microsoft Office model. We'll still do the other thing because you require it, but this is where we're going.
Yep, Microsoft is also reportedly, and by reportedly, it's happening, preparing a bunch of new features. They're bringing a bunch of stuff to, well, not a bunch, but a couple things. They're bringing folders to Start menu, which I guess conflict of interest. Start 11 already has folders, and some other things along the way. Just quality of life improvements to the OS. So.
The big stuff to me is the taskbar stuff, right? So, I mean, I keep asking about this because I kind of can't believe this is the case, but apparently, I forgot to turn my light on today. Sorry, it's so dark.
It's fine.
Apparently, Microsoft rewrote the taskbar for Windows 11.
Yes,
that's the reason it's missing.
I know that is accurate based on the work that we do.
So there's all this regression going on. And everyone knows about the right-click taskman thing. That seems to be the big complaint. But for me, like the big daily thing is, and I still do this, like it's such a muscle memory. I'll have a graphics file on my desktop, and I'll drag it down to the to the taskbar, put it over the image editor I use, wait for it to go full screen so I can drop it in there. And in Windows 11 it doesn't work, and so that's one of the things I guess they're working on. I think you're also going to be able to drag stuff down to it to pin things there, like we used to be able to do forever.
Yeah.
Like maybe since
I
Windows Vista
candidly never used that feature. I mean, I was aware of it, but I just never.
Yeah.
I'm a right-click open with kind of guy.
Yeah, no, but I just.
But they broke it. They broke it for people who have that memory.
Even right-click open with is terrible now too. I mean, there's a lot of fit and finish stuff they need to work on.
Yeah, a little, I guess, inside baseball from whatever we're doing. So we're working on an update for Start 11 that will bring back the ungrouping and all that stuff. And there's a registry hack that you can do it today, where basically you just re-show all of the Windows 10 stuff. That's not it's not a great way to do it, because if Microsoft ever removes that, then our product breaks or whatever.
Sure.
So we wrote our own taskbar. It's absurd. It is absurd that we had to do this. And the thing that's going to suck here is it'll enable ungrouping. I have no idea when it's going to launch, so I don't know when it's going to happen. But it'll enable that ungrouping thing that everybody loved from previous versions. I fully expect Microsoft will bring that back.
Yep. And then you can just abandon the little thing you did. But just things like resizing the taskbar.
Yeah, yeah, putting it on the top, putting it on the
size
side.
Icons.
There's all sorts of stuff that.
That's crazy.
And it makes you wonder too, because now that they have to effectively rebuild their own features, like how does that get prioritized? Because we both know the culture at Microsoft. You don't get.
I know.
It's like, oh, you spent 2 months, and now the taskbar can go to the top.
Oh, God, dude. The reason this is taking so long is they're waiting for the next wave of college interns to come in.
Yeah. So
they can set them loose on this stuff. And again, not to beat this kind of thing to death, but because I'm writing this Programming Windows series again, and I'm at the Longhorn stuff, which is, anyone would agree, is the absolute apex of this history.
Yep.
You listen to guys like Jim Alchin talk about how important it is to get Windows right and all the work they're going in, and they're like, look, we know this is going to take years, but we're putting in the effort, and it's the exact polar opposite of the Windows team today. It's like the entire weight of Microsoft was behind this. This was their central product, their most important product. It was the literal center of the personal computing universe, and God, did they really care about it. And then you go forward to today, and it's like 3 guys wearing like Jedi costumes fighting with fake lightsabers in the hallway. And it's like, hey, do you think we should go work on that taskbar for a little while today? It's just, it's not the same. It just is not the same.
We'll see. The other fun thing that I'm dealing with, and I don't know, I'm hoping the new build fix, I can't install, I'm on the beta ring on my primary box. I can't install it. It
can't install the new build?
Yeah. It downloads, installs, reboots, and hangs on boot every time. And then
they'll get right on that, Brad, so don't you worry.
It fails twice and then does a rollback, so I don't know if it's... yeah, we'll see.
Oh, boy.
We shall see.
It's hard not to be depressed. So, I'm trying.
Anyways, it's a Monday.
Yeah, it is. The most awful of Mondays, I'm sorry.